Om Namah Shivaya. I am astrologer and author, Professor rudramohapatra from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I always try to take astrology to little bit next level so that you will enjoy interpreting the karmic pattern in a chart. In that context, let's discuss about grahas and upagrahas and their conjunction. Honestly, elaboration about upagrahas are extremely less except gulika in our classics. Extremely less. I'm not saying they're completely omitting. In Paradipika, you will find the use of upagrahas, and that is why I have uploaded my slides on script.com. Somebody has uploaded the part one. I have uploaded the part two. That was presented at the national conference at ICAS last year, and also my article on upagrahas you will get at in academia.edu, the leading research site of the world. Though very few modern writers have written very small books on that, I am also trying my luck. Maybe in coming years I may produce one book on upagrahas. So, Kala Bela upagrahas are not actually the upagrahas. They are just physically present. They are just astronomical points like Rahu and Ketu. Calculation is so easy that you even don't need a software to do that. If you only remember, check the sunrise and sunset time and the day of birth. That means the bara. Day means bara. So the day of birth, you can just easily say no, no. If it is Thursday, a daytime birth. So let's put the first hour from 6 to 8 is Thursday, then 8 to 10 is Friday, 10 to 12, that is the time of Saturday, and that is going to be the time of Gulika. So Gulika is expected to fall in the Lagna rising at that time. So if that person birth is at 3 o'clock and he is Mithuna, so you can count reverse wise and you say 2 or 3 Lagna back, it will be in Mesha. Gulika will be in the Mesha. So it's like that. Though you can take the help of the software to find that exactly same calculation process is followed for all the other upagrahas. Like it is a daytime birth, it is Bruhaspati. Jupiter is taking the first slot of the rising lagna, first 2 hours, and the beginning time, Yat lagna Vidyat. So the beginning time will be given to Yamakantaka. So anyway, for more, you can refer to my research papers, which is freely accessible at academia.edu, though I am not promoting that. I just come to their beneficence or maleficence while they are in conjunction with the father planet. Always remember, any upagraha is gaining strength when it is in conjunction with its father planet. Let's use that term. Don't say me, sir, you are getting so gender biased to know why you are saying father planet. You can could have been said mother planet also, no problem. You can take father planets or mother planets, whatever that may be, but for which planet it is Upagraha. There is a Graha, so that it is Upagraha. As it is an astronomical point, we call it Kala Vela Upagraha. So if Gulika is in conjunction with Saturn, it is functioning best. Like we say Gulika is in the 11th house. What if Saturn conjunction? Very good. Now remember, always as I say, conjunction should not exceed from 1 to 1.5 Dakshana max. I am also liberally saying that you can take up to 15 degrees. See, a span of one Rashi is 30. Conjunction should be at least 33% or one third of that. One Graha, the span is much more. Please do not consider it as a conjunction. Saturn in 2 degree and Gulika is in 12 degree. 13 degree also it is okay. So they are in conjunction, but primarily if they are falling into adrakshana, if their span of conjunction is less than 10 degree, then that should be considered as a strong conjunction. Exception is sun. He has the power to burn. But here it is Saturn and Gurika, very good. Jupiter and Yamakantaka, very good. Murtyu and Mars, they are very good. So if Upagrahas are in conjunction with their planet, they are father planet. They are now holding a good grasp over that bhava. Are you getting my point? If Sun is there, see, here, let, if Sun is there, if Mars is there, but Murti was also there, so Mars is getting a better control over that compared to Sun, taking the Sadvala into account. If Sadvala of Sun is extremely strong, then it is that. And technically, logically, if Upagrahas are present with their father planet, then they are adding to their Bala. So please look for the Upagrahas of Saturn and Jupiter first, because Gulika and Yamakantaka. Gulika is said to be malefic except 3, 6, 11, though I consider it is 6 and 11. 3 is also Gulika will hamper your siblings. Yamakantaka is said to be very, very good in all the charts, all the places. In some cases, some modern researchers have said that it is not good in 12th house, but I am not talking of their singular position. I am position if they are in conjunction with their father planet. Then their grass over that house is more. Right? Now, okay, it's Mercury, it's Sun, it is Kala, Mangala, it is Murtyu, Mercury, it is Ardhaprahara, Jupiter, it is Jamakantaka, and Sun, Saturn, it is Gulika. I have already made elaborated videos on Upagrahas, presented on it, written on it. So, no need to go for the basics. Now, you know that Murtyu is not a good Upagraha. But for a Leo ascendant, Mars is good. Mars, if in conjunction with Murtyu, then the maleficent of Murtyu is getting reduced by the Yogakaraka nature of Mars. Are you getting me? I am repeating, if the planet is Yogakaraka in the chart, but the Upagrahas are some of the Upagrahas are said to be bad, especially this Gulika and Murtyu and Kara. Their maleficent is getting reduced. Okay, and side by side, as there is a conjunction of both the planets, so during the dasa of that planet, you will get an enhanced result, though the maleficent cannot be completely denied. I cannot say that Murtu, if it is in conjunction with Mars, it is becoming beneficent. No, it is not said anywhere. Definitely, if Mars is Yogakaraka, Mars will give good result, and the Upagraha, it is in that place. So, and remember, during the time of the Lord of the dispositor of the house, the Upagraha will come into action. It is not during the Dasa of other planet, though it's a research going on. Especially, I put this question: why not? But primarily in the classics, it is said that during the Dasa of the dispositor of the house where Upagraha is posited, that result will come. And here also during the time of the Upagraha, when Murti will come into action, it will be little bit maleficent will be reduced due to conjunction of Mars. This is one side. Now come to the bitter truth. What if Mars is Akaraka? I mean, Mars is not. Mars is a temporal malefic for the ascendant. Take it Taurus, 7th and 12th Lord. And they are in conjunction, Murti and Mars. Be careful. During the Dasa of the 7th Lord, it is Mangala Dasa. It is going to be activated so bad because Murti is present there. Okay. We don't have any citation whether the supergrahas will function bad. In bad houses, their significations are getting reduced, like Murti in the 12th house is good. No, it's not like that. They are basically said to be malefic in the classics. Kala, Murtyu, and Gulika. Though Gulika is elaborated, said 11th house, it is good. But the name Murtyu itself by Mangala, it is not at all elaborated in the classics. I even not found one sloka elaborating that Murtyu is what, why it is known as Murtyu. I am just taking the name itself as Murtyu. That is why Murtyu in 8th, which is also the house of Kalapurusha ruled by Mars, and Murtyu in Lagna and Murtyu in the 12th house can be hazardous. Lagna, it's death threatening, natural death, but a sudden death, your 8th house, 12th house hospitalization. So Murtyu can be extremely bad in the 12th and 8th. Primarily, the Lagna, it can give you accidents kind of things. But to my utter dismay, no classical references are mentioned. One very strong scholar was commenting in the comment box, sir, you are not citing classics. I sense you have read some books and designing your own theories, etc. and etc. I can sense that he was jealous of me. But he was right that classical references should be there, and I always refer to classics. You can find that my research papers, all the shlokas I mentioned. So, the conjunction of Upagrahas, if you can see in the planet, so Saturn Gulika, very good. Yamakantaka and Jupiter is very good, but they are said to be good. But the Skala Murtyu, if they are in conjunction and you look, if the planets, the father planet is malefic in their chart. For example, for a Capricorn ascendant, Sun is the 8th lord. So if Kala and Sun, they are in conjunction and Sun is posited in its own house, problematic. Problematic. So whenever you are looking for these malefic planets in a chart, please check, especially this Kala and Murtyu. Gulika is, however, good. At least in 11th house, it is very good. 6th house, it is good, is said to demolish your enemies and simultaneously can say that if you try a little bit hard, you can get rid of your debt also. But this Kala and Murtyu are said to be almost malefic. Ardhaprar is fine, Ashtagavarga score is mentioned, so you can say 30-40% of the houses it is good. So for Kala and Murtyu, if they are in conjunction with Mars and Sun, conjunction with Sun and Mars respectively, then it can be hazardous. If Sun and Mars are also temporarily malefic. If they are temporarily benefic, then the maleficent of these planets are getting reduced for sure. For sure. These upagrahas which are not good, I mean, I have checked in the chart, these upagrahas which are not good, if they are in conjunction with their father planet, their malefic nature will be reduced, but not in case of apakasha graha. Like Dhuma is considered as a apakasha graha which behaves like a malefic Mars. If it is with Mars, means it is now getting its temper. We may discuss that in another video. Apakasha graha and conjunction with their relative planet. So you got the point. So this is how you interpret the use the upagrahas for the for my research paper. Search in the Google Upagrahas by Professor Mahapatra. Go to Academia Edu, and if you have some and the a book, I am not promoting any book by Professor E. M. Muthuswamy of Kerala. The book is Gulika in Astrology. He has extensively said about Gulika and possibly other Upagrahas little bit. I'm not promoting, but amiable, good, and some other book is also written by online available. I don't remember the author. But same thing, they have also said something out of their own research. So if you have done any research, please share it in the comment box. As I always say, that please maintain the dignity of this divine science. If you are not able to dedicate your life to this, at least don't abuse it. At least do not read rat set books and just keep astrology in the pocket. I know astrology. No, don't make it like that. So be a professional, or aim to become a professional. Then only you go, or else you please busy in your work life. Do not make astrology as your uh, part-time friend. This is actually a offend to astrology, because astrology demands, from my personal experience, it demands lifetime of punya to practice. Even if I have dedicated my life to astrology, you need not to do that kind of things, giving of families, going to ashram and other places, do tapasya, staying singularly. No, don't do that. At least you dedicate your life full time into astrology to give respect to this divine discipline. That is my idea. I am not against any personal thing. Ultimately, what will happen, out of the whole population of India, 30% will say that we know astrology. I don't want that. I want astrologers and non astrologers should be clearly distinct. There is no in between. Anyway, this is all for today. If Lord Mahadeva wants, I'll come up with another video soon. Till then, God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.